welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream, and in this one we're going to be doing Delta A350 ops, so I'm excited to do this, and yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. So we are doing Ontario to San Francisco, and we may do a return leg, I'm not too sure, or we may go somewhere else from San Francisco. But nevertheless, we are doing Delta Ops from Ontario to San Francisco nevertheless. So we're in the special Delta livery, and I've just commenced boarding, as you can see, and we're at the Vertical Sim Ontario at the moment. It's more of a cargo hub, but there are passenger stands as well. And this one actually fits an A350, so I thought I'd use an A350 on this flight, even though it's not realistic, but I want to fly an A350 and not long haul, and I don't want to fly sort of in Asia and those sort of areas, so I decided to come on and fly in the USA. So yeah, so the aircraft is cold and dark, of course. So first things first is to power it on, I suppose. Just before I do, bear with me for 1 second. Bear with me for 1 second, please. I was just checking the audio, as you may have heard in the background. Of course, no one will be watching at the moment. I don't expect anyone to watch, really. I just do it for fun. So first things first, we are going to get over here, so give you a better view. I often do it from the captain's seat, but it's not as easy to see, so I'll do it from this view. So external power 1 and 2 can come on. Then the batteries can come on 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that will bring power to the aircraft. See, we have light. I'm going to bring the IR assist to nav, just like that. Cruise supply can come on, ground control is auto. Should have our nav lights already on because they're on automatically in this aircraft for some reason. Not 100% sure why, but they are. Next things next is no smokes. Are they already on auto? No, they're not, so we'll turn those to auto. No mobile lights to auto, and we'll arm the emergency exit lights. Cool, so I think that's everything up here for now. We'll return to it later on, of course. So next thing is looking, and we have displays and life. Yeah, so we're going to get programmed up and ready to go. And we are on VATSIM today. I didn't put it in the title just because in case of any disconnections, I'm just going to keep it off the title. It doesn't matter if it's in the title or not, really. If you want to watch, you want to watch. If you don't, you don't. So yeah. So we're going to head over to the OIS, I believe. Anyway, it's some sort of EFB, I suppose. Flight Ops STS, and we'll do a sim brief import. And we are Delta 2708 from Ontario to San Francisco in the A350-900. That is correct. Cool. So next thing next is going to the load sheet, sim brief import, and there's all our weights inputted into the aircraft. Yes, so we are boarding with PSX today, so do bear with the load. It's not exactly correct yet. Yeah. Before I forget though, I'm going to get New Sky up. New Sky, because I want to track my flight. I'll do this on the other screen for you. Oh, wait a minute. I believe I've been accepted into AirNauts. Oh no, have I? Don't know. I don't know, it just looked a bit different. Not too sure. Reflight passengers. I'm not, but it looks a bit different on U-Sky, that's all. So we are 2708 and we're departing Ontario. Ontario, please. Arrival of San Francisco. It doesn't type. It's being temperamental. I do this off screen because it's nothing interesting. Susie, apparently. And I'm not sure how many passengers we have. Simbrief. We have 324 passengers, so just leave it as max, I suppose. And we'll book that. Cool. Awesome. Right. So we have a cost index of 15, which is quite low in general, but hey, we'll live with it. Yeah. I think next is going down to the McDo, is it? Or an FMS? Whatever you call this screen. And we go to the init page, accompanying flight plan request. That'll bring all our data in from Simbrief, see it's already been received, insert, and there we go, there's our flight plan with correct call sign, correct airports. Yeah, cool, cruising at 40,000 feet. Yeah, costing us 15 as we said. Yeah, it's great. I do apologise if I'm not, well, very interesting to listen to today. I'm getting used to this aircraft again because I haven't flown it in a bit. So, yeah, I'm just a bit confused with it. So, yeah, just ignore me being a bit down. So next is heading to the flight plan page, Ontario. So we've got no ATC at Ontario, so we're just gonna use our departure as is on the chart. So here's Navigraph. It says we're on the Sunshine 5 departure. Oh, Sunshine. Well, there's no sunshine where we are, so yeah. And then heading down to SFO. So Sunshine 5 out of 26 left. Have a look at the winds. Could use 26 right similarly, because they are both used. We'll keep it as 26 left for simplicity. No need to mess things up. It's not much different to taxi to it anyway, so we'll leave it. So 26 left, Sunshine 5. That's great. So 26 left, Sunshine 5. Transition. Didn't have a look at the transition, did we? Chorus. There we go. Temporary flight plan. Insert. And that should initially, yeah, bring us to discontinuity at SFO, but I'm going to leave that discontinuity, I think, and do it when we're closer to it. It's a short flight, so we could program it in now, but I'm not going to. So next is winds. I don't actually know, does the wind page work? It didn't work last time. I read somewhere it might have been an issue. Insert. Maybe. Insert. There is a level of winds in there. Don't know if we can get some cruising winds. Nope. Okay, cool. Well, we'll leave that then as complete. No fuel and load. Yeah, I think it's just the weights now, which you can't really do yet. So I suppose next thing is try and what's the local QNH for Ontario. Local QNH is going to be, say, of course we have a transition of 18,000 feet because it's the US. It's nice and simple. We are in 2995 inches. course. So we are in inches today, so 2994 in inches, and the irises have completely aligned just in time. 2994, awesome, and we'll get that onto the arc mode, and zoom it out a little more. There we go. Yeah, so has GSX finished boarding yet? Have a look. Looks like it has. I mean, whether the passengers have finished boarding, I don't know, but we finished boarding to a degree anyway, so that's great. Before I continue, let's just go and get the A350 controls on, because I'm on Boeing 737 controls, and that is not great. So cool. And I don't think I have an A350 profile, so I think it's Phoenix that I meant to use. I don't think it's the A380 that I'm using, so there's flex, and that's, yeah, that's thrusts are fine, so I'm happy with that. That's the correct control profile. Next is into the load sheet and just checking. Still looks like it's boarding the plane slowly. Well, it's nearly done, so we'll just wait for that, I suppose. Cool. Got no warning messages, so that is all good. So as you can get the surveillance on and stick that to auto, and put it on TA only, and squawk 2000, because I think that's what it is in the US, isn't it? 2000 for like Unicom or CTAF as it is in the US. So we will have to tune on CTAF. Well, there we go. Boarding has now completed, so we'll set the zero fuel weight in time. Set the fuel. Cool. Fuel and zero fuel weight are both set. Can't send this down to the FMS, so we are going to have to use our manual skills, fuel and load. Zero fuel weight is 173.7 tons, I'd say. It's in kilograms, even though we're in the US. That's all good. 173.7 tons. Enter. And zero fuel weight CG is 24.7, rounded up. 24.7. Enter. Cool. Block fuel is going to be 12.6. 12.7, I'd say. 12.7. 12.7 tons. Enter. Cool. It's giving us that bugger thing where it gives you a little bit of low frames. For some reason in this aircraft, sometimes it gives you low frames when you're using the FMS. It comes back eventually, but yeah, it's quite annoying. But I don't know. 324 passengers. 324 on the packs. Cool. And that is fuel and load page done. Awesome. Beautiful. Got any more aircraft on the ground yet, or are we still on our own at Ontario? It's not a busy airport by any means, but it'd be nice to see some people. I was going to do this in 2024 because I did a flight the other day and it worked flawlessly in 2024, but today it just kept crashing on me, so yeah, that was a no-go. So I just went on 2020, which is no problem because 2020 is still a viable sim in my opinion. So yeah, so in terms of what we're going to do now, we need constraints on both sides. Cool. What we're also going to do is get the performance page up, and we won't do anything with that just yet, but we'll get it ready on the screen, and we're going to get the APU spilled up and get ready for pushback and departure. So we'll get the seatbelt signs to the on position, and we'll start off that APU. Cool, APU is starting up, and that is all good for now. Great, cool. probably won't be any ATC online today because I'm in the UK, of course, and well, the USA. This isn't live time, by the way. Time is it? It is 6:28 in the morning, so you never know. You might get some early morning controllers on, but generally there's not many people on. And I can hear. Well, that's my APU, isn't it? I was gonna say I can hear an aircraft, but it's my APU. Just a quick look at performance here. Not too bad. It's solid 30 FPS, which is my cap. So that's good. Top altitude for the SID. We'll have Luke. So the SID. Look, yeah, you've got proper SIDs and stars in the US, so you kind of got to look at them a bit more than in Europe. But yeah. So there's the Sunshine VOR, just there. We're going to head up towards Dink. 258 degrees heading, then slowly move on to a 274 degree, and then soon to a 300 degree heading up towards San Francisco, of course. So top altitude for this SID, I believe will be 14,000 because we're going to be heading off that way and not that way. So we'll put 14,000 in. I'm just going to double check. 14,000, yeah, inland, because that's the only real way we can go. So 14,000 feet we can set, of course. Great. 14,000 feet for the altitude. Cool. 14,000 set up to management. Climb and nav should now be on because the flight director is on. Cool. So I think we're going to now rev and departure, get the EPU bleed on. Ground power can be released. And let's get GSX on the move. Have pushback and departure. Jetway should disconnect. Cool, it's disconnecting now. So pushback should commence very soon. So we're going to do it in real time now, I think, because might as well, it's not too dark, so it should be nice anyway, the sunrise departure. Fuel pumps can come on. There's not many, it's a 380 for sure. I'm going to get the no smokes to on because we are on the ground, of course. You're meant to have those on and not in auto when you're on the ground. Beacons can come on. That's all good for now. Cool.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Put that to arc mode as well. Zoom this one in fully. Cool.
Locking gear.
Alright, cool, so pushback is fully connected and ready to go. So then what we'll do is we're gonna want to be facing, let's have a look at, actually before we do, we are going to need to tune the CTAF. So let's do CTAF frequency. It should be on the chart, shouldn't it? CTAF. Is it on the charts? I'm not used to CTAF, so I'm not sure where I'd find it on the chart. So it is on VATSIM radar though, so yeah. So that's sim radar. Ontario CTAF is 120.6. So, is there anything 126 is tower? Oh, so I'm assuming you just tune tower frequency then. Because it did say on the CTAF trial on that website that it's basically a replacement tower. So I'm assuming it's just tower frequency on every airport. Anyway, it's 1226 anyway. What about you? 120 decimal 6. I'm not used to the 350 by the way, so yeah, do bear with me. I suppose we'll put that in there. Yeah, there we go. 120.6 is tune on VHF1. So we'll tune VHF1. Of course, that should be on a recording now. Set to it, I suppose. Just there we go. So we should be monitoring CTAF now. That's cool. So next thing's next is got us pushing back. So we want to push back facing right, of course, because then we're going to head down there to 26 left. So what taxiway is that? Are we on November 1 or is November 1? Is there any vacuum traffic online here? I don't think there is, so we'll turn it on and have a look. There's a few aircraft in Los Angeles, but not in Ontario. So there's no reason to really make a call, so I'm not going to. There's no reason to. Although, I will just check that it's working, so I will actually make the call, I think. Ontario traffic, Delta 7608 or something, is pushing back from stand 212 onto November 1, Ontario traffic. So yeah, it seemed to work, looking at my V-pilot there, so we're all fine. I won't make any more calls because there's no reason to, because no one heard that, let's be real, no one's on this frequency. So yeah, we'll do nose to the right facing east.
Release parking brakes, please.
Release brakes, brakes are released.
Commencing push.
Engine
All
start,
engines clear.
ignition
Start at
mode.
wheel.
And we'll get engine 1 to the start position. Introduce fuel there. And we should see engine should start spooling up. Yeah, N2 is on the rise. Should soon see N1 on the rise there. There we go. Engine is positively starting. So we're going to get our takeoff performance done. So we'll sync sim brief. Start flight. Yep. Sync weather compute. So V1 at 37, V rotate at 41, V2 at 46. 26 left, flexing to 67 degrees. Trim of 25.2, thrust reduction will be 1941, but we'll change that to 1000 for the correct thrust reduction, and with flaps 1 plus F, that's great, so we're going to send that down to the FMS automatically. We'll confirm those speeds because those are correct considering our calculations, so that is all good to me. Alright, so that is that done, and we'll get the block time on the first officer's side, and engine 1 has positively started by the looks of it, so
4 in front of the wing
good.
and 4 behind the wing. In the event of an evacuation, follow the illuminated exit signs to the nearest exit. These are being pointed out by your crew now. Please note, the closest exit may be behind you. Please take a moment to review the safety card in your seat pocket for more information. Thank you for your attention, and we hope that you enjoy your flight.
Please set parking brakes. bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Right, great. So engine 2 can go to start position. Engine is fuel. N2 is on the rise. N3 is on the rise. And N1 is slowly starting to rise now. Great. Let's have a look at the engine. There's the beautiful engine. Very quiet engine in the 350, and that is correct. It just is quiet in real life, so it is actually realistic. So don't worry about that. Oh, that looks like a positive engine start to me. So that's engine 2 started. So, signs are up. Ding the cabin. Flaps, 1 degrees. Listen to those flaps. Oh baby. Oh baby. Cool, flaps 1 is set and checked. Auto brakes RTO, correct. Ground spoilers can be armed. Checked. Cabin needs to be ready, but can't do that yet because it's not completed. APU bleed off, master switch off. Engines are now primary source of power. Engine mode start selector back to the normal position. Cool. Taxi lights can come on, please, thank you. Awesome. Taxi lights are on. I think we're ready for departure, my friends. So we'll just double check that there's no one coming in on that sim, because we won't want that to be the case. Nope, just us on the ground and in the vicinity, to be fair, so cool. Let's head down to San Francisco, my friends. Cool. Brakes are off. Taxi can start. Slowly moving without any power. Just slowly. We're checking this performance though. Very nice performance in this airport. It's not a VRAM hog. It's not snaky on performance. Just nice. Cool. So where we taxi into? Taxi in. It's Navigraph. Navigraph's buggered off. I exited Navigraph on accident. Navigraph. Thank you. Turn ourselves on. So we're here on November 1. We'll bring it right up to Whiskey, cross 26 right, and line up 26 left. Great, awesome. Awesome. Great. This is Vertical Sims Ontario, my friends. A very nice airport. It's very much discounted at the moment as well, so do want to pick up this airport. Contrail store for 2020 and 2024, so that is a bonus. And yeah, it's only about £8. Contrail store has lots of 10% discount codes though. Just type in online Contrail discount codes, and believe you me, you will find a 10% discount on there somewhere. There's many of them. I know that EasyJet SimPilot has discount codes as well. I know that British AvGeek has a discount code. I'm not sure about anyone else, but there are many more online. So yeah, plenty of discount codes to go around. One-time uses, and I believe they reset every year, so yeah, do take a note of that. So here we are coming on to Whiskey. Just, yeah, car park there. Ontario Airport parking just there. Making our turn a little early there, but got a bit fast as well. So yeah, I'm not used to the 350, as I say. I've flown it a while. Landing lights can come on, wing lights on, strobes on. Shows auto, logo lights auto, and nose lights to the takeoff position. Cool, we are checked. Takeoff config check. Takeoff config. It takes ages. There we go. Takeoff config is normal. Nothing coming in on our left side. Nothing coming in on our right side. Lots of cloud though, so that is something to be aware of. Cool. There's 26 right, 26 left is just here. Just here. That's the runway we're going to be using. Awesome. En route. As you get our chart and maybe you know our SID, the sunshine. Stop it there whilst I get my chart up. Sunshine 5, RNAV, and we'll have that up on this screen here. Awesome, that'll do. Don't do that, please. There we go. Cool. There's the chart up on that screen. Let's get going again. Let's get departed out of Ontario, my friends. Make an announcement on the CTAF frequency. God, I'm really not used to this aircraft taxiing it. It's certainly different to an A320 or a 737. It really is. Alright. Takeoff config is normal, so yeah. Line up here. We'll get the transponder to Tara. Tara, there we go. Flight plan page, clear all our messages there. Cool. Landing lights are on, all our lights are on. APU is off. Cool. Frequency is set, so yeah. Ontario traffic, Delta 22708 is departing 26 left for the Sunshine 5 RNAV departure, Ontario traffic. So that's anyone that is on the nearby advised, so let's get on our way to San Francisco. Chrono, come on, 50%. Brakes are off. Thrust stable, flex set. Manflex SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. Awesome. Let's go. Knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Nav. Auto autosave completed again. Now I've auto-saved this plane. Forgot about that. Let's keep it at a steady climb rate. Got to be at 8,000 feet for the Papa Oscar Mike VOR. Lever climb, thrust climb, or thrust decline, D-rate climb, auto thrust. Climb. Need to follow the sit, not wander off. Just making a slight right turn to correct that. Thrust speed, flaps are up. Did that a bit late, admittedly. Just getting used to ham firing this thing again. We're a bit rusty. We're all over the place here. Need to pitch up because that speed is quite rapid, in my opinion. Cool. Through 3,000 feet. Through the thick layer of cloud, low level cloud, I should say. All over the place with my flight stick here. I'm not used to the 350 at all. Been flying too much 737 Airbus A320. I've forgotten how to fly a larger plane. I am thinking of getting the 777 at some point as well, by the way. Now, how does it work when you're in the air? I don't get how you're meant to tune. I'm assuming you just tune the unicorn in the air. Hey-oh. There's no ATC online, so it's not going to be a massive issue. See that. Yeah, we're back again, Ace, in Flight Sim. Welcome in. Ooh. Through the 8,000 feet restriction, pitching down. Inbound sunshine out of Ontario. Doing some USA flying today. San Francisco. Very little adjustments needed. Sort of heading past Los Angeles, really down there. Yeah, that speed really doesn't want to go up, does it? Let's pitch down a little bit for that. At this point we probably tune 122.8. No, we're fine. No traffic. need to fly this plane more. It's a very nice plane, and I don't fly it enough. Inbound to Enland now, and that'll be the SID over with. I'm just going to tune 122800 in there, because we're out of Ontario. Autopilot 1 can come on. See what signs. Auto. No smokes auto. Landing lights, wing lights, taxi lights off. Cool. Spoilers disarmed. Disarmed. There we go. Cool. Cruising at 40,000 feet, I believe it was. 40,000 feet there. We'll have a look at the OFP. 400, yes. Cool. Bit of lag. Always the A350 that does that. Man, so you're telling me someone dressed as a police officer? Man. Yeah, you did send it to me yesterday. You'd also almost certainly get done for that, though. Let's be real. I'm not on the... back on. Screenshot of that. Just gonna resize my screen a little here. Cool. Awesome. Look at that. The visuals out of Ontario. Look at that. Alright, so through 18,000 feet, standard barometric pressure. There we go. So we're just climbing up now, really, out of Ontario. In terms of our arrival, we're on the Surfer 4 into SFO. So according to Navigraph, that would be, just zoom out a little bit. So we're there, just heading out. So we're on the Surfer 4 for 28 left, which is the ILS 28 left. That'll do, via Eddie, because we've got Eddie on our flight plan. There we go, we're landing on that runway there. Got a hold at Allman for the missed approach, which is nice. yeah, so 28 left, server 4, ILS, 28 left, and Eddie. So 28 left, server 4, Eddie. 28 left, server 4, ILS, 28 left. 28 left. ILS, 28 left. Via Eddie, star of server 4. Temporary flight plan, we'll check that over. Eddie, Lehman, cool. That's great. Insert. Awesome, and we'll check that over quickly. Stupid low frame bug. As soon as you come out, it just gives you low frames and then comes back 2 minutes later. It's weird. Plan mode. Checking for any gaps or discontinuities. Awesome. There is nothing of concern. Alright, so we are now cruising. See if it signs off. That wing view. Must have been a pretty convincing disguise then, in fairness. So in terms of CTAF frequency for arrival, CTAF, look at the airport tower is 120.5, so I will double check on that sim radar if 125 is correct. That sim radar. I'm not really familiar with all the policing stuff, to be honest, Ace. I do have family in the police force, but I don't know anything myself, so I couldn't help. 20.5 for San Francisco, according to that sim radar as well, so we are correct. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pre-tune 120.5. Cool. That's ready for San Francisco. Probably going to take a wireless for Canada. Yeah. I mean, do you use Pro Mods in ATS? Because that is a decent rendition of Canada. I know they added the Vancouver Island recently, so that could be cool. Well, Pro Mods is on it has its own website on Google. If you search Pro Mods, that's where the download is. But there's a free download with ads, and then there's a paid download, which is like, it's only like $1, and that's no ads and a quicker download speed. But to be honest with Canada, it's quite easy to install on the free download because there's only one file. But yeah, it's on the Pro Mods website. Pro Mods. Pro Mods. That's Pro Mods for you. Yeah, there's only limited mods on the Steam Workshop. It's just how it is. There's a lot of mods on the Steam Workshop. I do think it's just the best place to get mods, but with pro mods it's just an exception, because it's they do very good mods, and it's all safe to download on pro mods, unlike certain websites like ShareMods and mods.net. Those can have viruses, so I steer away from anything that isn't Steam Workshop other than pro mods myself. Welcome Georgia and Nora into the stream. Yeah, I mean, you know. I was very much scared to download mods at first, but when you get them from the Steam Workshop, it's just safe. So I decided to get some realistic company mods and things. Yeah, we're in the 350 today. Beautiful aircraft. Absolutely beautiful. Delta A350 special livery. Yeah, awesome aircraft for sure. It's not a real world route for an A350, but well, it's flight sim. We do different planes, smaller routes, shall we say. Yeah, indeed, Delta. Nearly at cruise of 40,000 feet. I love the A350 in person. It's just a premium looking aircraft, really. Similar to the A380, although I do prefer the 350 in general. It just looks a bit nicer. The 380 just looks far too big and ugly, whereas this actually looks decent. Some landing calculations. Compute. Winds 280 at 5, 10 degrees. Don't want it in hectopascals, so we'll check Navigraph for the QNH. Fairness, you can fly a 320, you can fly a 350. It just there's only a little bit of learning to do, really, from Airbus to Airbus. Of course, it is a bit different with the displays and that, but generally it's similar. You won't be a foreign language, basically. So, weather 2993 inches. So, we'll get that. 2993 inches. We'll pre-tune 2993 inches. Cool. Pre-selected that. All good. On terminal charts, SFO, arrival, we were on the Surfer 4 I believe, Surfer 4 on of arrival, so Surfer, so bottom altitude 6,000 at Eddy, so 6,000 can be sort of pre-selected. Gauge that when we're at top of the descent. 6,000 for Eddy. Double check that. 6,070, close enough for me. Destination data. Performance. Descent. Approach. Winds were 280 at 5, 280 slash, that's not what I wanted, 280, enter, 5, enter, temperature was 10 degrees, enter, QNH was 2993, enter, Barrow, terminal charts, approach, we were the 28 left, weren't we? 28 left. I like all the Airbuses apart from the 340, because the 340 just doesn't appeal to me. There's something about it. But all the others I love as well. Just something on that 340 I don't like. 28 left. Cool. ILS 28 left. Awesome. So 28 left. Our minimums for categories Charlie aircraft is 213. 213. On the Barrow. Barrow 213. Enter. Cool, and that is the approach done. So we're coming up on our top of descent soon. There it is. So we'll initiate the drop now, and we'll get descent going. Seatbelt signs to auto. Get our chart up here. Cool. Just check there's no one around me on the old fancy. We are going down to San Francisco, my friend. San Francisco. In the USA. I will see you soon, my friend. Hope to see you again soon. Have a nice day, night, evening, whatever it may be for you. Awesome. Pleasure to fly this plane, I will tell you. an aircraft in front of us. For aircraft who's going to land just before us, and then we'll land behind them. No one else seems to be coming in though, so that isn't good. Get the flight plan on the first officer side. Zero signs on. No smokes on. Get a break to vacate, I think, so zoom plan. Zoom right in. Choose the runway, just 28 left. Set landing runway. And then we'll zoom in a little more. We'll see what exit we can get. Can we use echo? We can. So we'll use echo. And yeah, so we'll set brake to vacate. And that is set, and that is armed. So we can zoom back out and into the arc mode. There we go. Brake to vacate, auto brake is set for landing. Alright, so in terms of our briefing, 1800 feet is interception for a 284 degrees course into runway 28 left. Minimum is 213 as briefed before. Missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet, transition is 18,000. Frequency is 109.55 for the ILS. And runway elevations 13, airport elevations 13. Great. Frequency is 120.5. And that's everything we need to know, so that is all good for now. Great. So, we're coming up to 18,000 feet, so standard will no longer apply for the air pressure. QNH can be set 2993 hectopascals. Inches, I mean, not hectopascals. There we go, QNH is set. Awesome. Awesome. closer. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Awesome. ILS 28 left. Yes, it's a very good day. There's no rain today, so it's a very good day for that, that's for sure. Good day. Closer to the ground here. So we need 1800 feet in there for interception. We've got a slight restriction of 8,000 feet here. Well, there's a lot of cloud here for sure. But it is early morning, so what time is it? It is 7:38 in the morning here. I'm going to tune the local San Francisco frequency now. That will be useful. We are next in line to land, so cool. It is indeed about 3:40 in the UK at the moment. It is indeed. Meanwhile, it's early morning here, so yeah. We are just passing He-Man, so time for the ILS chart. So we're just heading to Sidby, 4000, and heading to He-Man for the ILS. I'm going to arm localizer. I'm going to get that speed down to 220 knots. That's one. Degrees. Localizers captured. Approach mode can be armed. Landing system, come on. Approach mode can be activated, if not already. It already is activated, so we'll get managed speed mode in. Get that speed down, then we'll get more flaps out.
$2,500.
2,500 feet, gear down. Wing lights, landing lights, nose lights. Flaps 2. Flaps 3. We are indeed about to land. That's full. Just here. There's the airport. We're due to vacate here on Echo. Yeah. Going around. Toga, out nav, auto thrust. Lever climb, thrust climb, flaps 3 degrees. Auto thrust. Climb to 4,000 feet. Pitching down. Didn't capture the glide slope, so yeah, we couldn't land. That's 2 degrees. AP1, come on. That's 1 degrees. 210 knots. Flaps up. Right, we'll shoot again. So flight plan. Spoilers armed. Gonna go direct to Eddy. Insert, and we'll shoot for the approach again. gears shouldn't be going up. Gear is going up now. Completely forgot to put the gear up. That's why you do your checklists, my friends. Alright, cool. I'm going to shoot again and hopefully land successfully this time. It's all fine for me, so yeah, I couldn't help you with that one. It's lagging, because it isn't for me. Oh. Just gonna shoot again. Plan mode, zoom, select our runway, yeah. Come on, work, stupid thing, thank you, keep it moving, not over there. Yeah, that is great, thank you. Select this runway. This runway. Set landing runway. Thank you. Echo. Set brake to vacate exit. Auto brake on. Brake to vacate is armed. Arc mode. Great, that is good. So we'll book up 1800 feet for the ILS. Performance page, activate approach phase, confirm. Very cloudy here for sure. See nothing. Nothing on the nearby. I'm not sure why the ILS didn't capture, to be honest, but it didn't. So we went around. That was the safest thing to do. I think it would have been a bit extreme if I tried to land that in Hudson. So, go around it was. Through the clouds. Shots. Direct to descent. Pull. Let's go. There's a bit of land down there. Beautiful. Cool. $195 knots.
2,500.
That's 1 degree. Localizers captured. It's 2 degrees. Gear down. Don't know if it will capture this time because I have no idea. That's full. To capture. Glide slope start. We captured this time, so last time was a bit weird. I think it's because they didn't put the landing system on early enough. But I don't know. We're captured now, so 4,000 feet can be set for in case of another go around. Cool. San Francisco traffic Delta 2708 is established on the localizer 6 miles out from runway 2 at left, San Francisco traffic. Just made an announcement on CTAF there. And there's the runways in sight.
1,000
feet. Checked. starts up. Cool. Autopilot off. Plane's fine. Cool.
Five hundred.
500 feet.
400.
400.
300. 100 above. 200. Minimums.
Minimums continue.
100. 90,
Feet.
80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30,
30 feet.
20,
20 feet.
10, 5,
Landed. 188 foot per minute. I'll take that. Right to vacate is engaged. Reverse is green. A little off that landing, but nevertheless it was smooth. Auto brake off. Please. Thank you. 188 foot per minute then. Not too shabby. Welcome to San Francisco. Definitely not flying this aircraft for a bit, definitely did me on that landing. But you know. Anyways, we're clear of the runway, so yeah. Where are we going? We're heading to Alpha and Parker like Foxtrot at the Foxtrot gates. Gate Foxtrots. Foxtrot 13 will do. Delta. Thank you. Performance at this airport as well. Oh. I'm not turning any lights off or bringing the flats back. I don't feel I need to, because I'm doing a replay. Foxtrot gates are coming up. Foxtrot 13 is there. This gate here? Yes, this is Foxtrot 13. Cool. In we come. wrong with your arms? We look very close. Right up to her. Stop. Brakes are on. Cool. Welcome to San Francisco, where you can't see anything, so this means we parked far too close. Well, yeah, I don't think the A350 is meant to be at this gate. I swear down that I've parked here before in an A350 though. But I don't know. Who cares? It's flight sim. Anyways, let's get into our replay and we'll get going. So replay mode. Stop recording. And replay.
Two 2,500. 1,500.
Sync rate. There we go. Shit. Should have disconnected from VATSIM there. Oops. There we go. So there we are. Too bad. A little floaty, but that was our own fault. Just get rid of the lantern. Cool. We'll watch that again because I missed it a little bit there. So. Just sort of out of the touchdown zone, but it's a flight sim. It's a flight sim. Who cares? Slightly late. Pretty nice. I'm going to leave you with a replay and I'll see you all next time. Thanks all for watching and have a nice rest of your day, night, evening, whatever it may be for you, and I shall hopefully see you again very soon. Thanks all.
$500. 400. 300. 200. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5,